Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Prakari Chinmat Parashantarupe.
Prakari Chinmat Parashantarupe.
Nam Shanti No Me Nimisho Ledhi Heti.
Nam Shanti No Me Nimisho Ledhi Heti.
Yeshamaham Priya Atma Sutascha.
Yeshamaham Priya Atma Sutascha.
Sakha Guru Suhrdo Daivamishtam.
Sakha Guru Suhrdo Daivamishtam.
Nakari Chinmat Parashantarupe.
Nakari Chinmat Parashantarupe.
Nam Shanti No Me Nimisho Ledhi Heti.
Nam Shanti No Me Nimisho Ledhi Heti.
Yeshamaham Priya Atma Sutascha.
Yeshamaham Priya Atma Sutascha.
Sakha Guru Suhrdo Daivamishtam.
Sakha Guru Suhrdo Daivamishtam.
The Lord continued, My dear mother, devotees who receive such transcendental opulences are never bereft of them. Neither weapons nor change of time can destroy such opulences. Because the devotees accept me as their friend, their relative, their son, preceptor, benefactor, and the supreme deity, they cannot be deprived of their possessions at any time.
Nakarichit matpara shantarupe nakhanti no me animisho leri heti jesamaham priya atma sutascha sakha guru suhida devamishtam. So, here is explained that how spiritual life is eternal and without any distraction. Here in the material world, whatever we have, it is destructible. It will be destroyed. Today, one is my son, so tomorrow this son may be destroyed. But if you accept Krishna as your son, he will never be destroyed. That is the difference. Here, whatever opulence we have got, we may have family, friend, sons, daughters, and so many things we possess. We enjoy life in the varieties of representation. Atak griha kshetra sutapta vittai janasya mohoyam ahamameti. Here we aspire after having good apartment, good house, griha, kshetra, possession, property, athak griha kshetra, suta, children, apta, friend, vitta, riches, we possess here. But this possession is illusion. Janasya mohoyam, because it will not stay. This griha, either the griha will be destroyed, or I am the inhabitant, I will be destroyed. There will be separation. Here nothing is permanent. Griha kshetra sutapta vittai. Therefore it is illusion. We do not understand it. We take this permanent. And Krishna not permanent. But that is not the fact. The fact is that Krishna is permanent. But Krishna's material energy is not permanent. Therefore, it is said, Shantarupe, my dear mother, na karhichit matpara. Matpara, mat means Bhagavan is speaking, matpara. Whenever, as in the Bhagavad Gita also, there are many words, matpara, or plural number matpara, the same thing. Here also, Kapil Dev, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, says, matpara means my devotees. My devotees who have taken me as his son, friend, lover, master. There are so many rasas, Shantaras, Dasaras, Sakharas, Vatsalyaras, Madhuryaras, in so many. Those rasas or melas are represented here in the material world in a temporary way. Here we have got the same rasa. I love my son, I love my friend, I love my husband. There is love. But this is all temporary. But if you transfer this love to Krishna, either as your master or the Supreme, or as friend, or as your son, or as your lover or husband, it will never be destroyed. That is permanent settlement. This is divine understanding. But the Mayavadis, they cannot understand. They think that in the spiritual world, there is no more such relationship as master, friend, or father and son, or beloved and the lover. There is no such thing. But here in the Shastra you say that that is real life. This is not real life. It is shadow. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 15th chapter, it has been described as shadow, urdhamulam adhoshakha, asatham prahu abhyam. Asatham, we have got experience of banyan tree. It is very durable. It stands for many, many hundreds of years. Therefore, this material world has been compared with the asatham tree, very durable and very expansive. It goes on increasing. That is very nicely described in the 15th chapter. Then it is called urdhamulam. Urdhamulam means here we have got experience. The tree has got its roots underneath, down. But this material world which is compared with the asatha tree, the root is upside and the branches downside. That means it is shadow. We can experience of this tree, urdhamulam, the root upside and the branches downside. We have got experience where it is. In the shadow, if you stand on the bank of a river or reservoir of water, and if there is any tree by the side of that reservoir water, you will find the shadow, urdhamulam, the root upside and the branches downside. Exactly the same tree, but it is shadow, it has no fact, it is simply shadow. Many places it has been compared with the mirage in the desert. It's like in bright sunshine, in the desert you will find that there is water. So the thirsty animal, they think there is water, they jump over it, and the animal runs after the water, and the water also goes away, goes away, goes away. Sometimes we have got also experience in bright sunshine on the street, we find exactly a shadow of water, but there is no water. Tejo Barimit Amrisha, in the Bhagavad it is stated, Tejo Barimit Amrisha. Sometimes in the water we see land, and on land we can see water. This is called Marichika or mirage. Similarly, actual life, our life means we are enjoying some rasa, some relationship. I enjoy in the family with my children. There is some rasa. They are calling me father, I am enjoying. Or somebody is calling me a son, I am enjoying. Some woman is calling me husband, I am enjoying. Some woman I am calling wife. Some person I am calling servant, and he is calling me. This relationship we enjoy. But this enjoyment is shadow. This is not real enjoyment. We have no information. This enjoyment can be achieved in the similar way with Krishna. Krishna therefore comes in person just to teach us how you can enjoy with Krishna the same relationship. You can Krishna accept your master as the supreme. You can accept Krishna as your friend. You can accept Krishna as your son, Vatsalya, just like Mother Jasoda. Mother Jasoda and Nanda Maharaj, Vasudeva or Devaki, they are all devotees. Nobody can become the father and mother of Krishna, of the Supreme Personality of God. That is not possible. He is the Supreme Father. Aham bija padapita. He is everyone's father. Sarvajoni Shukontiya. Therefore, those who are not Krishna conscious, those who do not know how our relationship can be established with Krishna, they ask that who is the father of Krishna? If Krishna is the father of everyone, then who is the father of Krishna? That is natural question, because we are thinking Krishna like us. But the Shastra says that he is the father of everyone, but nobody is his father. Anadi Adi. Govindam Adi Purusam Tamaham Bhajan. Anadi. Anadi means he has no beginning. Just like we have beginning from our father. Our life begins from our father. The father begets the child. And the birth is the beginning of our life. Similarly, we think that Krishna is also child of Vasudeva and Devaki. Therefore, he has the beginning. But Krishna is not like that. In the Bhagavad it is described about the Krishna's birth. Krishna appeared as Narayan, Chaturbhuj, before Vasudeva and Devaki. But Devaki, because previously her 7 sons were killed by Kamsa, so Devaki immediately prayed to the Lord that this time you have appeared as the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Now immediately Kamsa will kill you. Formerly, my so many sons appeared as human child, they were killed, and Kamsa is searching after killing God, Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Now you have appeared exactly four-handed Narayan, immediately will be killed. That is affection. That is called Yogamaya affection. So kindly you appear as ordinary human child. This is the description in the Bhagavatam about Krishna's birth. So he did not appear immediately as a human child. He appeared first of all as the four-handed Narayan. Then on the request of the father and mother, he became a child. This picture we have got in our Krishna book. So that is the position of Krishna. Krishna is the father of everyone. That is said in Bhagavad Gita. Sarvo joni shukaunteya sambhavanti murtaya ja tasang mahad brahma ahangapi mahad brahma tasang mahad brahma joni ahangapi japatapita. The material world, the material nature is the mother of living entities. And just like to give birth to a child, there is necessity of father and mother. So Krishna says that I am the Bijapada Pita. So he is everyone's father. But we may ask, then who is his father? His father is devotee. When he accepts anyone as his father, that father is his devotee. That is said here, that karhichit matpara jisamaham priya atma sutascha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is loved by the devotee as their son, as his son. Sutascha. Somebody loves Krishna as his son. The Vasudeva and Devaki, in their previous life, they underwent severe austerities. After their marriage, they immediately were not anxious to beget child. They went to the forest and began practicing austerity and penances. Severe. Some hundreds of years. Then Krishna appeared. Then what do you want? Why you are undergoing so much severe? No, we want a son like you. Then we enter into the family life. So Krishna said that where is another Krishna? His God is one. See, if you want a son like me, then I will have to become your son. There is no competitor. God has no competitor. God is one. Eka Brahma, Ditya Nasti. This is the Krishna therefore says Mamekam. Mamekam. Sarvadhanman Parittajya Mamekam. Krishna is one. But Krishna can expand. That is Krishna. The Mayavadi philosopher says that if Krishna has become everything, then where is Krishna? Krishna is finished. This is Mayavadi philosophy. That is materialistic idea. Just like you take a big piece of paper and you tear it into small pieces and throw it. Then the paper has no existence. The paper is finished. But Krishna is not like that. Advaita achyuti anadi ananta rupam adyam purana purusam navajauvanancha. He has expansion, many, many thousands, many, many millions. Just like Krishna says, Ishvara sarva bhutana hriddeshe arjuna tishtati. Krishna is situated in everyone's heart. And there are many millions and trillions of hearts. Not only human beings, there are animals, there are trees, plants, aquatics, fishes, so many. Anantaya, sanantaya kalpate. There is no counting of the living entities. That's so. And Krishna, the Paramatma, Krishna's another feature. He is everywhere. That does not mean the same materialistic idea that if Krishna has entered so many millions of hearts, then where is existence of Krishna? This is called Mayavad. Nirvishesh. The Krishna is finished. No, Krishna is not finished. Krishna still remains. That is the Vedic injunction. Purnasya purnamadaya purnameva avasishyati. We read this Vedic mantra, still we think Krishna is finished. Because he has entered so many hearts of living entity, that Krishna is finished. There is no more. That is Nirakarvad. But that is not the Vedic version. Vedic version is that not only Krishna's incarnation, but even if Krishna, the full 100% God, if he is distributed or if he distributes himself in many millions of forms, still he is there in the same strength. Just like if you take some blood, my energy, out of my body, then after taking some quantity, my body becomes weak because so much energy is taken out. But the Veda says, Purnasya purnamadaya purnameva avasishyati. The balance is Purna. That is Krishna. You take full strength, Krishna is Sarvasajya Purna, Almighty. So you take Almighty, and in millions and millions of units is still the Almighty. That is Krishna. So we have to understand Krishna in that way. And if we can understand Krishna, Janma karma cha me dibbam, jo janati tattva. This tattva you will understand from the Vedic literature. What is tattva? Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam jad jnanam advayam. So, Krishna is never diminished. There is a little story, very interesting. So, one poor boy, he was a student in his school, and the teacher's annual ceremony of father's death would be held. So he requested all his students, what he will give me contribution. Formally the teacher was not taking any salary. But whatever he wanted, the students will bring either from parents' house or by begging. That was the system. The teacher would not charge anything, and Brahmana cannot be charge anything. Generally the Brahmanas were teachers. That is one of the profession of the Brahmana. Everyone must have livelihood. The Brahmana livelihood is pathan pathan. He must become a learned scholar, and he will make others also learned scholar. That is Brahmana. Pathan pathan jajana jajan dana pratigraha shat karma. 6 kinds of profession for the Brahmanas. And Kshatriya's profession is to give protection to the citizen and maybe some tax. 25%, not more than that. Whatever is income yours, give 25% to the Kshatriya king. That's all. That includes sales tax, this tax, that tax, so many tax. Income tax, all finished. You give 25%. And if you have no income, no tax. Not like that. Even if you have no income, now last year you gave so much tax, you must give it. Otherwise your property will be sold. Not like that. So that is Kshatriya's income. Similarly, Vaishya's income, Krishi Goraksha Vanijam. Agriculture, cow protection. And if there is excess food stuff, then he can sell, make trade. And Shudras, they will simply help. So this teacher, the original story, the teacher asked the student, what? Somebody said, I'll contribute this cloth, somebody said, I'll rice, somebody said something. Now there was one poor student. He had no means, he was very poor. So when he was asked, so he replied that I cannot say anything without asking my mother. All right, you ask your mother and tell me tomorrow. So he asked, my dear mother, all my class friend has promised the teacher to contribute this, that. So my turn is there, what shall I promise? The mother said, my dear son, now we are so poor, we cannot give anything. But if Krishna gives, he is Dinabandhu, the friend of the poor. So if he gives something to you, you can promise. No, where is Krishna? What is his name? Now his name is Dinabandhu, friend of the poor. Where he is? I understand that he is in the forest. So he went to the forest and called, Dinabandhu, brother. Where is he? He began to cry. So Krishna came. When a devotee is very much eager to see him, Krishna comes. He very kind. So why you are asking? My mother, you are Dinabandhu? So this is my condition, sir. What can I promise? So he said that you promise that you will supply jugat, dahi. You will supply dahi. So he was very much satisfied and he came to the teacher that my Dinabandhu brother, Dada, he will supply dahi or jugar for whatever you require. Oh, that's nice, very good. So on the day of ceremony, say, he went to the forest again and called Dinabandhu Dada, and he gave him a small pot of dahi, jugar, a small pot. He was a child, he did not know, and he brought it to the teacher. Now, this is my contribution. My Dinabandhu brother has given, so you take. There are hundreds and thousands of people will be giving foodstuff and this much dahi. He became very angry. He did not care, and the pot fell down, and the jugar also fell down. But after some time, when he came, he saw that although the jugat has fallen down, the pot is full. Then he again dropped it, again it is full. He dropped it, again it is full. Then he could understand that he is spiritual. Purnasya purnamadaya purnameva avashishya. You take the whole thing, still the whole thing is there. That is Krishna. Not that because you have taken something, 1 minus 1 equal to 0. No. In the spiritual world, 1 minus 1 equal to 1, and 1 plus 1 equal to 1. That is called Advaya Gyan. There is no duality. Plus and minus, they are two things. But in the spiritual world, either plus or minus, the same. That is to be understood. That is called absolute, Advaya Gyan. So, if you love Krishna, there will be no distraction like the material things. Either you love him as your master. Here, master so long you are serving, the master is pleased. And the servant is pleased so long you are paying. But in the spiritual world there is no such thing. if I cannot serve under certain condition, then master is pleased. And the servant also, if the master does not pay, he is also pleased. That is called oneness, absolute. That is, this example is here. There are so many students in this institution, so we are not paying anything, but they do everything for me. This is spiritual relations. Then Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, when he was in London, his father gave him the Motilal Nehru 300 rupees for keeping a servant. Then once he went to London, so he saw that the servant is not there. That the Pandit said, "Where is your servant?" He said, "No, what is the use of servant? I have nothing to do. I do it personally." No, I wanted that an Englishman should be your servant. So he has to pay for it. This is an example. I have got hundreds and thousands of servants, but I haven't got to pay. This is spiritual relationship. This is spiritual relationship. They are serving not for being paid. What I have got, I am poor Indian. What can I pay? But the servant is out of love, spiritual love. And I am also teaching them without any salary. This is spiritual. Purnasya Purnamava. Everything is full. So if you accept Krishna as your son, as your friend, as your lover, you will never be cheated. So try to accept Krishna. Give up this false, illusory servant or son or father or lover. You will be cheated. You will be cheated. If you love your son with your heart and soul, that very son will maybe someday your most veritable enemy. Yes. This is the word. The wife you love so much, but the wife may be someday so great enemy that she can kill you for her own interest. There are so many instances. So if you want to have real, the Mayavadi philosophers, they are afraid of having such relationship again because they have got bitter experience of this material world. They want to make it zero. No more relationship. No more son, no more daughter, no more lover, no more master, because we have got very bitter experience of these things. I am disgusted with these things, I will make it zero. But that is not the fact. The fact is that if you make the same relationship with Krishna, it will never become zero. It will be enthusiastic more and more. Anandambudhi Bardhanam, it is said. Ambudhi means sea. This morning we are walking, the sea cannot come overflow at a certain limitation. That is called, we have no experience, the sea is increasing. No. But in the spiritual world, Anandambudhi, the ocean of spiritual bliss is increasing. Here, the Anandambudhi, I have got some relationship with my father, with my wife, with my husband, with my master, but it will decrease by and by. The relationship is personal interest. If you pay me, I will serve you. If you serve me, then I will pay you. This is relative term, duality. But in the absolute world, it is something different. Therefore, here it is said that न कदाचित मत्परा शांत रूपे jesam priya atma sutascha sakha guru. You can establish your relationship in so many ways. There is no question of making it zero. Because that is reality. Just like in the Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter it is stated, the shadow of the tree has got the branches, fruit, leaves, everything is there. But it is non-reality. The real reality is up in the spiritual world, and that is shadow. Urdha moolam adho shakha. There is a very practical example in the world. Urdha moolam. The real moola is up. Therefore, we sometimes find that the lowest abominable thing is the highest there, because the opposite. You see the upside of the tree down, but the upside is there. Therefore the rasas, there are so many mellows, and the parakiya ras. Parakiya ras means love without marriage. That is called parakiya ras. Therefore you will find the parakiya ras, Krishna's loving affair with the gopis, without marriage, that is called parakiya ras. Parakiya ras is the highest, topmost releasable spiritual bliss. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended Ramma Kachi Dupasana Brajabadhu Varga Bija Kalpita. Krishna displayed everything so to attract us, that you are captivated by this material, jara rasa, material rasa. There is rasa, otherwise why a man is working so hard to maintain the family, unless there is some ananda? Why he is taking? Nobody is taking so much hard responsibility for others, but the children, wife, family, they take. Unless there is some ananda, how he can take? So the relationship has got ananda, but this ananda is flickering, illusion. Atagriha chetra sutapta vittai janasya mohoyam. This is moha. It will not stay. It is temporary, illusion. Don't be attached to this illusion. Tamasi ma. Tamasi means ignorance. In ignorance, if you accept somebody's son or wife or friend, that is darkness, it is not actual fact, it is ignorance. Tamasi ma, jyotidgama, go to the light. Have real friendship, real fatherhood, real lover, real beloved, real son. And another point is that a devotee, real devotee, he doesn't want to be the son of God. He wants to be the father of God. Why? And the father means he'll simply give to the son. And son means he'll simply take. So just like in the Christian philosophy, it is said, "O God, give us our daily bread." This is one philosophy. That's a fact. God is giving. Eka ju bahunam vidadati kaman. God is feeding everyone. That's a fact. But a devotee does not want to take anything from God. He does not worship God for his daily bread. The one who asks daily bread from God, they are pious, but they are not devotees. Chaturvidha bhajante mang sukriti na arjuna artho artharthi jigyasu jnani cha bharatarsu. Krishna says there are four kinds of beginners of devotion and service. Four kinds. Who are these? Artha. Artha means one who is distressed. Artharthi, one who is in want of money. Artha jigyasu, one who is searching after knowledge. And Gyani, and wise man. So out of these, Artha and Artharthi, they are low grade worshipper. Those are Gyani and Jigyasu, they are higher grade. Generally, they are lower grade. But they are not pure devotees. Pure devotees, as we have explained yesterday, they do not want anything from God. Even liberation they do not want. What to speak of this material? Therefore, the philosophy of becoming the father of Krishna is very perfect. Because one hasn't got to ask, like the son asks from the father, Father, give me this, give me this. Because devotee doesn't want to ask anything from. Then how he can become son? Son business is to ask from father. Therefore they do not aspire to become the son of Godhead, but they aspire to be father of God. This is perfection. Nanda Maharaj, father. Vasudev, father. The Krishna will always ask, just like Krishna is always asking to Shakti, breast of Mother Jasoda, always demanding. And if she refuses, she will create disturbance. And Mother Jasoda is always thinking that if I do not feed Krishna nicely, he will die. This is love. This is love. Therefore it is said that Jesam ahanga priya atma sutas. The devotee accepts Krishna as suta, as son, not as father. Father means exact. So in this way, if you actually establish means re-establish, it is already established. We have got different types of relationship. That is called Sarup Siddhi. Sarup Siddhi, when you are perfect in spiritual life, you will understand what is your relationship with Krishna automatically. That is called Sarup Siddhi. You have got original relationship with Krishna. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti. Chaitanya Chaitamani. That is just like you are son of some gentleman. That is a fact. It is not that the son becomes father or the father becomes son. No. The son is son, the father is father. Similarly, we have got an eternal relationship with Krishna, either as father or as lover or as servant, like that. So, that is self-realization. When you will be perfect in love, in loving Krishna, then in what status of life we love, that will be revealed. That is called Sarup Siddhi. So Sarup Siddhi is not something artificial. When one becomes perfectly spiritually realized, then he understands what is his relationship with Krishna, and he begins his service in that relationship as father, as friend, as guru, or as servant, like that. So this relationship is eternal. So instead of being attached to this temporary relationship, somebody thinking that I have to serve my father and mother, that is my first duty. That's not right. First of all, you select who is your father and mother. Now you have got a certain living entity as your father. Again, as you change body, your father may be somebody else. Today you have got a father, human being, and tomorrow you may have a father who may not be human being. You have to accept a dog as your father or a cat as your father. So your father is changing. with the change of your body. The first of all, select who is your father. This dog is your father, the man is your father, the cat is your father. Who is your father? The tree is the seed is your father. Then you become devotee of father. But that we cannot do. Therefore, Krishna says, Sarvadhanman parityajya mamekam saranam. You accept me as your son, as your friend, as your master, then you'll be happy. Thank you.